everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are all ready and got your cup and are excited for today. I know I am, and we're going to talk about your inner voice because there's a lot of that going on right now. And are we reaching outside of ourselves, or are we able to reach within? Right? Are we able to find the answers by going within necessarily, finding it in our higher selves, or is it outside of us? Good morning, Ivana. Nice to see everybody. Good morning, good morning. Grab your cup, everyone. Okay, so as we kind of go through life, as we have this experience, we all kind of have this inner voice, this inner sound system, this inner advice, so to speak, right? Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Keely. Nice to see you. Good morning, everybody. And hi, Kelly. Nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Jeffrey. Nice to see everybody coming in now. And good morning, Pat. Hi. So we all have this inner voice. So really, what your inner voice is your higher self talking, right? It's your all-knowing self. But somehow, we don't trust the all-knowing part of the self. Good morning, Rachel. So a lot of times, when we're questioning our decisions, when we're questioning our motives or where we're going or our next steps. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Laura. Hi, Kara. Good morning, Lois. Nice to see everybody. But when we're questioning decision making in any area of our life, a lot of times we will either go back and forth a million times, right? You look at the pros, you look at the cons, you go back and forth. Good morning, Melinda. You go back and forth. 1 minute you know what you want to do, you're certain of it, and then the next minute you're like, but what about this? Or you sit there and you post it on Facebook to let other people decide for you, right? What color do you like best? You all tell me. Or we go to outside people. We go to friends. We go to family. What should I do? Now, there is a part of this. There is a part where our inner connection, good morning, Scott, hello, our inner connection with one another, it makes us want to bond. It makes us want to get that advice from one another, to have that interaction. But we just can't do it to the point where we don't listen to our own selves and our own highest self. Good morning, Vincent. Good morning, everybody. We don't listen to our own highest self, right? And getting back to your compass, getting back to your truth, getting back to that all-knowing self, trusting it, listening to it, following it, not second-guessing it. When we can really get in it, you'll actually see a rhythm happen. You'll see this flow happen. Or you call Colby in. There you go, Kara. But we get into this flow, right? And when you get into that rhythm where you start to trust what you're getting, listening to what you're getting, know that it's the right thing, feel that you're on the right path, you start to build this momentum. And you'll see things in your life, they start to go good, they start to go along, they're very good. Now, then we get a bump, right? Because bumps are going to happen. Bumps are going to, sometimes it's going to be a bulldozer. Sometimes it's a bump, sometimes it's a wall. But either way, when we are hit with it, when we are challenged with it, then all of a sudden, our trust in ourselves may start to waver, right? Good morning, Connie. We may start to say to ourselves, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I knew I shouldn't have made that decision. And so we actually start to retract and start to trust less and then start to doubt. And then when you start to doubt, then what happens? Well, now everything goes crazy and now you're asking more people again. So it's a cycle. It is. It's this cycle. So finding ways to trust and listen to that inner voice. And, obviously meditation or being still, being quiet within oneself is really important, because that logical side, that little ego side, it is just like a moth. It will keep eating and fluttering and staying with you, and then you'll get obsessed with it, right? Oh, I want to see hearts with the obsession. Because I know that feeling. It will just be a thought running around and running around and running around. And we have a hard time stopping the wheel. We have a hard time just putting the brakes on, saying no more, And we do this to ourselves, We become so afraid of making a wrong choice that we don't make any choice, or we let other people choose. So find just these ways where you can start to build that trust with yourself. It's like any relationship, right? Good morning, Wendy. It's like any relationship. We got to build trust. We have to build communication, right? We have to build an understanding. So your logical self, your reality self, your physical self, and your higher self. Your higher self really is sitting there going, what are they doing? She knows what to do. What are you doing down there? And we just sit there and we start to get into our heads. When we can merge the higher self with the physical self, right? When those two can come together, then we're in alignment, right? We're in complete alignment. And again, it's this synchronicity that will happen, this beautiful kind of movement as one. And listening to your inner voice, your higher self, what it's going to do, it's going to naturally just bring you more peace, right? So when you are battling with decisions and it feels like the world is over, and it feels like you're so afraid and you're holding on and you're panicked and you're stressed and you're not eating or sleeping and so worried, if it feels inspired, listen to it. If it feels inspired, listen to it, right? If it's all in here, right, blah, 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 that's where you got to start letting it go, right? That's the eaters inside that we're allowing. We got to stop this and trust this, all right? Trust this. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Aaron. So looking at where you are, looking at what decisions have you made recently? Let's just, look in the last week of your life, okay? Just the last week, whether it's a little decision or a big decision. Ask yourself, let's say you went to get some coffee. Did you sit there and torment over what kind of coffee you wanted and what you wanted in it? And do you want it iced or do you want it hot? Or should you go here? Should you relax? Should you do... Whew, no wonder you pooped. No wonder you're all tired. So letting it flow, letting yourself trust yourself will lead to the bigger adventures, will lead to the bigger decisions, will lead to that self-expression and that trust within yourself. We are all meant to trust ourselves. I think that's that one lesson that we sit there and spend a lot of time in the physical realm trying to learn, right? And letting go of if you made a mistake, that mistake was for a reason, and just trusting that, right? That mistake happens. It's, let's not pull that away from believing in ourselves. If things are a little slower for you at the moment, don't panic. Don't sit there and think, oh my goodness, what is going on? Just relax and trust, all right? So anyhow, that is our inspirational talk of the day, and I'm looking forward to it. So I have Joshua John. He's going to be on the show Thursday night, and it's going to be phenomenal. He's so beautiful, such a gorgeous soul, and has been through so much torment, truly, but yet has this beautiful light about him and hope and kindness. He hasn't forgotten how to love through all of his experience. And he's going to be on live with Colby Rebel this Thursday night. We're going to take some callers. Saturday night, if you are in, around, or can fly to LA, Come and see us. He and I are doing an evening of spirit messages together. I have served with him before. I can tell you it's beautiful. It is so healing. And he really has such a rawness to his delivery that is quite, it really will hit your soul. So if you're able to come see us, please come and hang out with us. We're going to have a real fun night. So anyhow, I hope everybody liked the new website. I unleashed it last week, all right? New website, putting it out there, and it was fun. It was a fun project to do. So anyhow, that is our talk for today. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, he's amazing. And thank you, guys. And again, I'm glad we get this time together, right? I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we get this time. So get out there and please listen to your inner voice. Listen to it today. Shut out all the outside noises that become distractions. Okay? All right. Have a beautiful day. And thank you, Pam. Bye, everybody.